All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday Live at 5 here at Old Town Quilt Shop in Orchid, California. We're here on the beautiful central coast of California. It was a gorgeous day today, a little breezy. It's spring, so we get our spring winds, but otherwise the sun was shining and it was a beautiful day. So all the people who came to sit in front of the shop this morning to get their premium passports, they weren't freezing because at least it wasn't too bad today. So thank you to all who came out. We'll talk about that again in a minute. So first of all, here's where we're located. So if you are on the Central Coast and would like to come visit us, this is our address and our current shop hours. Whoops. If you aren't able to come, then here is our website. You can shop 24/7 on our website. You can also send us an email or give us a phone call. So that's how you can get a hold of us. All right, so we'll talk passports really quick. Premium passports for the shop tour. Let me grab a flyer here. So in case you don't already know, we have our Central Coast Quilt Shop Tour coming up in a month. So it is May 31st, June 1st, and June 2nd. And today started the sales of the premium passports. Now the premium passport was $15 and you get a bag and a special passport, and then each shop that you go to during the shop tour you get a special enamel pin from each shop. It's a unique pin to that shop. So passports, the premium passports are $15 each. Now we at our shop have already sold out of them. Each shop has 40 passports and we sold ours today. Super Buzzy also sold all of theirs today, but all of the other shops up and down the coast, so from Roxanne's and Grant House and Buellton Creation Station, the Cotton Ball Quiltery, and Orange Dot Quilts, So Fun, Quilter's Cupboard, they all still have passports. You can give them a call, get your passport ordered, you can pick it up there or have it picked up at another shop, or take a little drive, do kind of a pre-shop tour and maybe go to Morro Bay since the weather's so beautiful. Head up there. You can still get a premium passport at other shops, just not at our shop. We've already sold out here. But that doesn't mean that you don't get to do the shop tour. That just means that our shop has sold out of the premium passports. The other shops still have them. If you don't get a premium passport, that's fine. You can still get the free passport during the shop tour days of May 31st, June 1st, and June 2nd. So, all right, that's enough about the shop tour, but we really hope to see you. But thank you to those who came out this morning. I think our earliest person was here at 7. So when we showed up, if you didn't see the picture on Facebook earlier, when I showed up, there was a group of people. They all had lawn chairs, they had blankets across them, they had the little thermoses, and they were just chit-chatting, having a little party out on the porch there this morning, waiting for 10 o'clock for us to start selling the passports. So thank you guys to, coming out there and showing your enthusiasm for the shop tour. It's always a lot of fun. It's kind of a frantic morning, but they were all very, very good and very organized. They had their little sheet going and it was great. So thank you all for coming out this morning. Alrighty, so we actually have quite a bit of fabric to show you, so we're gonna get going on that. We think that it's feast or famine around here, and right now we're in a feast. So first we have some basics from, it's Tula Pink. It's called True Colors, Free Spirit. So we already have some of these dots and some of the stripes, but now we've added to our colors. So we have the yellow with the, I believe it is pink, not orange. So kind of a golden yellow with a pink stripe going through it. And then we have a light blue with a kind of purple lavender stripe. So that's it for the tiny stripes. These are tiny dots and tiny stripes. So those are those. And then we have kind of a medium blue, red with a pink dot, and a lime green with, I believe, a purple dot on there. So these are all basics from Tula Pink. They're tiny dots and tiny stripes. I think originally she put these out with her Tiny Beasts line, but these are a basic, so we can continue to get them. And we already have some of the colors, so we're just kind of filling in some other ones to go with the other things that we've gotten in, the other kind of Tula Pink things that we've gotten in. Okay, so that's Tula Pink. Next we have Prism 2 from In the Beginning. Now this is actually a border print, so I'm going to open it, but this, continues as running yardage. So these are great for doing if you want to do an outer border on something and you can miter the corners, or for doing table runners, you know, the 60-degree triangle ones. These are fantastic for that, or like a whack and stack and whack. These are a lot of fun. So there's, you know, 4 of the border repeats across selvage to selvage. So this is the running yardage. So it's a nice pretty blue stripe going on here, and then just all the flowers. I've also seen it where they've cut the flowers out and appliqued them onto a background piece. Really, really beautiful. So that's the border print, and then we have a coordinating fabric here, the blue with the flowers. But what we also have is the 2.5-inch strip set. So this is a half set, so this has 23 2.5-inch strips in it, and all of the colors that are included, all of course, are the colors that are in that border stripe. So, you know, we go purple and blue and green, and we got yellow and orange, a little bit of pink and red, plus the darker black and gray. So this would make a fun quilt if you're doing something with jelly rolls, you know, with the 2.5-inch strips. And then we have the coordinating blue, and you can border it with the border stripe. And if you don't know how to miter your borders, it's not that hard. We can help you with that. But it's just really, really pretty. So I really like this one. So again, this is Prism 2 from In the Beginning. And this is all Jason Yenter is the one who designed all these. Okay, and now we have from Moda Fabrics, Coming Up Roses. Now this is probably my second favorite artist or designer. This is Create Joy Project, and I just love her watercolor. I just made a project out of some fabric from a much previous collection that I absolutely love. All of her collections, all the colors go together really, really well. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful floral. So it's Coming Up Roses. So of course this rose is kind of the main attraction in there, but she's got all kinds of other, you know, watercolor flowers, and you're pretty much picking in all the colors from the rainbow, but this kind of peachy color and then this raspberry are kind of the main colors of this particular print. And then we have this is the main, and then we have some coordinating ones. So we've got a blue and purple, and then we have just that one kind of star flower on there, that raspberry color on a little bit of an off-white background. And then this fun guy, he's not quite a stripe, but it kind of is a stripe, but it's all squares, and it just goes into all the different colors. So you've got the teal, kind of a limey green, a turquoise, blue, a little bit lighter blue, into purple and even lighter. So just really, really a lot of fun. I think this make great binding or sashing. And then we also have the leaves, which are blue and green. And then this guy, we kind of have to open this up. It looks like brush strokes that could maybe be flowers. So it's just, you know, it's just kind of an abstract type of pattern, but it goes really well with the flowers and makes a good coordinate with there. And you could just pick some colors to go with that, you know, like for a 3-yard quilt or as a bag. You know, if this is your main, this could be a really fun lining with that. And then just pick a color, you know, like this dark teal would be fabulous. So lots of fun. Again, this is Create Joy Project, Coming Up Roses, probably my second favorite artist. And along with those, so last week we had gotten the 5-inch squares. This week we have 10-inch squares that include the whole collection in there. So you can see it's all the same patterns that we have, but different colored backgrounds on some of them. So everything is in there. So of course these will coordinate really well with the layer cake, the 10-inch squares. And then we already had the garden lattice pattern, but this uses 5-inch squares in here. If you wanted to do the large one of the larger quilts, it takes multiple 5-inch square packs, and lo and behold, you could cut the 10-inch square into 5-inch squares. So one layer cake could do one of the larger quilts. So we had the garden lattice, but then we also got the watercolor swirl, which does not use the pre-cuts, but it does use yardage, and we got quite a few of them. Some of the colors we already have existing, so it'd be a lot of fun to you know, just put some other things in there, but just really like this. And this would be fabulous in so many other collections as well, or just pulling colors, because really it's about the color. So this is Watercolor Swirl, and it's also a Create Joy project, so it's meant to go with her, you know, her patterns. But again, you can use any fabric you want to. Okay, and even though it is only May 1st, this is the time that we start getting holiday stuff. So we have our very first holiday fabrics. We have Boo Hoo by Henry Glass. Now what's great about this is that it's glow in the dark. So both of these pieces are glow in the dark. So the little ghosties glow and the spider webs glow, and on this one the spider webs glow. So if you come into the shop, you can take a fat quarter of each and go into the bathroom and see how they glow. We can't really show you on here. I could probably cut my hands around it and then put the camera there, but it's better if you just come in and take a look at it. So it's a lot of fun. These are great for pillowcases. I've made a pillowcase with the glow in the dark before and it went over really, really well. So it's a lot of fun. Or a bag. They'd be fun for a bag too, like a trick-or-treat bag. If this is your outside, you'll always know where your little one is because their little bag, the little ghosties are glowing. So it's a lot of fun. So that is Boo Hoo from Henry Glass. Super, super cute. And the selvages are adorable, by the way. They have all little Halloween things on there. Ghosts and hats and owls and stars. So a lot of fun. I like how people are doing fun things with the selvages now. Okay, and last but not least, we have this pattern called Brier, designed by Janet Claire. Now, what's unique about this one is that it is actually 2 quilts within the same pattern. So with all the same fabrics, you can make 2 kind of coordinating quilts. The big one is 72 by 72, and then the smaller one is 60 by 60. But what she also does is gives you several different layouts for the larger pattern. So you can not, you don't have to do it in the one that's on the front. You could choose one of these other ones as well. So it's really, really versatile. Lots of different things that you can make with it. Don't be intimidated by the yardage because again, you are making 2 quilts. You could probably cut it in half and just make the 1 quilt if you really wanted to, but this is a nice scrap buster. I mean, I can see this as if you've got a whole bunch of, half-yard cuts or even quarter-yard cuts, you could probably throw them all in there and, get rid of some of those scraps. Look at all these, the flying geese. If you did each one a different color, how fun would that be? So anyway, this could be a scrap buster, but it's just a really pretty quilt. So again, that is called Brier by Janet Claire. Okay, so that is all for today. It's kind of feast or famine, and I think that we are in a feast mode because I know that we have a lot more coming. So whereas, when we're getting ready for the shop tour, so you'll see a lot more stuff coming in and, filling up the shop. So we're looking forward to that. Okay, well, happy May, and we hope that you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week.